you?
It's been a long process, man. I was just happy to get that green light. Around this time last year, I got hurt during the fifth practice. Going from not being able to walk for 2 months to now, that's just it's a big motivation for me. So I'm just glad to be back out there with the guys that I was last year. You know.
How tough has this last year been to go through? I mean, you were putting yourself in a promising position last year when you went down, and I mean, just what's this last year been like?
Yeah, that was the thing for me. I realized I was gonna have a great opportunity to contribute not only on special teams but on defense as well. I felt like last year was gonna be my year to really show I belong on this stage, and the situation this year is kind of the same. So now I'm just trying to overcoming this adversity, this little hill that I'm climbing. I'm just trying to keep that same mindset and come back better and stronger because the opportunity is still kind of the same that it was last year. So.
What's
Definitely.
the balance between trying to prove yourself to yourself and that knowing that you're back to feeling 100%?
Say that again.
What's the balance between trying to prove things to yourself about how you're feeling and then prove yourself as a player to these coaches and your teammates?
That's the thing for me. I think, since I got here 2019 being undrafted, I think I've proved to Green Bay throughout the past years that I belong here. So it's like now I feel like I have to prove to the NFL in this National Football League that I'm a guy that belongs in this league and should be a name that people know across the league, not just Green Bay. So for me, that's a personal goal and a motivation because I know what I've done on this grass. Now I want to do it on game day on Sundays and Thursdays and Mondays or whatever day. So, yeah.
So what exactly happened with regard to your injury? And I assume you had to have a pretty significant surgery.
Yes, sir. What made my injury worse was getting stepped on. But that's just come with playing hard. So I don't blame nobody once you play. It's football. So I tore 2 ligaments, and that was the real meat of the serious injury. I tore 2 ligaments and I fractured my fibula. So yeah. So when the 2 ligaments were trying to make sure I don't have no problems down the road when I do come back. The fracture healed in like 8 weeks.
Sure.
Yeah, but it was the 2 ligaments in my ankle that took time to really rehab and make sure I got my mobility back and my strength back. Yeah, so that was the main part of that injury.
How much time did that take?
Oh man, like anywhere between 9 months to 12 months, and we were right at I think almost a year. Yeah, so. And then, you got to get back into football shape and get used to fitting up guys and stuff like that. So it's still an ongoing process, but I just feel great to be able to move and transition and run and cut. That was the biggest thing. I could run straight, but the cutting part was the last aspect of my rehab. So
how many months did that take?
That took probably like 4 months. Yeah. So definitely.
With getting out there today, obviously it was just kind of like a half speed deal. So
yes, sir.
When things are kind of back to full speed tomorrow, are you fully cleared to go, or do you think they're going to be holding you back?
Still think full to go with individuals. I don't think team yet, but I know they're going to acclimate me, throughout camp, throughout preseason. Then I know eventually before the first game I'll definitely have full reps or full practice of everything from top to bottom.
You're feeling good.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm in a great space. So I'm just trying to keep that motivation and keep that tunnel vision that I had last year.
Are you able to tell if you're back to the same explosiveness that you had on that ankle before the injury?
Yes, sir.
What you do drills? How are you able to tell that?
Planning. So a pass rush is based off a lot of steps. So when I'm able to put the same amount of force on my left ankle as in my right, that's when I know. Without hesitating, without thinking, that's when I know I'm back to myself, my healthy self, I would say. Yeah.
When did that happen?
That happened within the last month or so, yeah, I would say, yeah. Well, I could just not worried about catering to the leg. Yeah, I would say like the last month or two in training.
Did you know coming into camp that it'd be like 3 days and you'd be back? Was that the expectation, or that kind of surprised you?
Yeah. How Green, they do a good job at acclimating guys back that are injured. And me being a guy here, you're looking at guys like Raven Green and Kevin King and stuff like that. I seen how they were acclimated back into practice, so I kind of knew that was going to be the format. Instead of just throwing me out there, then now I might have a setback. So yeah, they do a pretty good job of bringing us back smoothly.
So how long do you think till team?
Oh shoot! I don't want to say nothing. Nah, I don't want to. Yeah, because you know the tongue is powerful, so I don't want to jinx myself. Yeah.
Speak it into existence.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely speaking into existence. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll see. You guys will definitely see. You'll be the first to see. Yeah.
Randy, we talked to Bach the other day just about how his mental grind after coming back from injury. What do people not understand about the mental part of things as far as recovery, learning to walk and run again, and then playing football?
The mental part, I think, is the biggest factor that a lot of people don't realize. You know, they see big guys like us healthy, but when you're dealing with an injury, it literally knocks you down to your knees. So to be able to, you have to be able to block out the outside noise from different people. You know, you're gonna have criticism. Oh, dang, why you not back yet? Why you still hurt? So they don't understand that to be on this mountaintop when you were healthy, and then now you're dealing with something, you got to gain all that confidence back. So you got to kind of put all the pieces to the puzzles back together, and that takes a lot. So, you know, you kind of get discouraged, and then if you don't have a strong support system outside of the game, that makes it harder. So I would say the mental aspect of an injury is really the main part. You know, once you have that, then a lot of things kind of take care of itself. So.
What are your first impressions of Coach Rembrovich? Obviously, you guys are all learning a new coach this year after working with Mike Smith.
I pretty much think all outside linebackers, coaches, like, they're always energetic ever since college. But Coach Rebs is a good dude. You know, he really loves the game. He loves the crowd, and that man is 0 to 100 in the meeting rooms. In practice, so yeah, his passion on teaching us the fundamentals of pass rush and just playing football, yeah, I definitely love his energy and his spirit. Yeah, so.
Randy, you mentioned the opportunity you saw last year.
Yes, sir.
And you're right, it is still there.
Yeah,
and they must think that, you know, a healthy Randy Ramsey can really help them, because it's not like they went and augmented the depth at outside linebacker after Z left. So as you're looking at this, I know you have to control what you can control. Mm-hmm. But how excited are you that the opportunity is still there a year after you were so excited about the opportunity you thought you were going to have?
I'm very excited. You know, the fact that Goody, you know, he believes in me that much, that just motivates me, because, you know, when you face adversity, you got some people that's for you and some people that's against you. So, like, I just try to pay attention to the people that believe in me. I just want to prove them right. I don't want to prove the critics wrong. So, for me, that's big, especially coming off an injury. So
as you're leaving the field on a cart a year ago, how much physical pain are you in, and how worried or scared are you?
I'm not. I would say the pain's 0. I'm not worried or scared. You know,
okay.
I feel like that what I went through is just, it's like I'm coming to the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. I feel like that adversity, you know, as long as you stay on track, you gotta see the light. So I think this is that year to where they get to see the flower and blossoms.